Hello YouTube, I hope you're all fitting well and thank you for joining me on today's video. At the moment I'm all caught up on camping videos. It is the weekend and today we have heavy thunderstorms and rain forecast. When I woke up this morning we did have some thunder and I did catch some on film. Just before that clip we had them really close, there were really loud thunderclaps over us and the rain at the moment is coming and going, so I'm playing today by ear. I'm definitely not going to be heading up the fells in this kind of weather, but if I get an hour or so lull in the rain I might manage to get myself out for a hammock camp. But in today's video I'm going to show you how this tiny little package could save you some serious money for when you're camping. Now for some reason when you buy gas, the smaller gas canisters, such as this Jetboil one, work out more expensive than the larger ones. With the larger ones, you're obviously carrying a heavier weight and takes up more space in your rucksack. And for these smaller ones, they're perfect for me. They fit inside my Jetboil and, like I say, they weigh less. And once it's in the Jetboil, it's taking up no space at all. It's just filling the void inside that Jetboil cup. And recently, I've just been to the local recycling centre to get rid of about 12 canisters that were almost empty. Now I've been meaning to get one of these little devices for a while. I forget the exact price of it, but it was £7 and a few pence. And what it is, it's a transfer valve. And what you can do is you can transfer gas from one canister on the top to the canister on the bottom, which means you can spend your money more economically on buying the larger canisters and have one or two smaller canisters and use the big ones to refill the smaller ones, which means you're getting better value for money for your gas. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. This is a 100 gram gas canister. When it's full, it weighs 198 grams. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check out what it's weighed at the moment. I'm going to switch my scales on. And they are zeroed. We're going to place the canister that I want to fill on the scales, and that is 129 grams exactly. We've just let that settle for a bit and we've dropped to 124 grams. So the space for 74 grams of gas to go into that smaller canister. You can see there it's a bit shiny, but the out goes on the top and the in goes on the bottom, and it says gas adapter on the side. So the first thing we're going to do is screw that canister onto there, making sure that this valve is closed, and then we're going to put the bigger gas canister that I'm filling from on the top. And there we go. All I'm going to do is open this valve up. That's it, fully open. I'm going to leave it for a minute, close it, and I'm going to take it all apart and see what the small canister weighs. I've given it about a minute and then detached the valve and the bigger canister, and as you can see we've gone up to 153 grams. So I've got about 45 more grams to fill that small canister right up. So that valve is locked. I'll just put the small canister back on. Make sure it's nice and tight. Turn it back upside down and turn that valve back on. We'll give it another minute maybe. So initially I put it on for a minute and that gave me an idea of the flow rate, so how much gas would transfer in a minute. I've repeated that step a few times, and as you can see that canister is now up to 195.5 grams gross weight. So I've left it just underneath the full capacity, just to be on the safe side of caution. The last thing you want to do is overfill one of these canisters so it's got too much pressure in it. So now not only can I save money when I'm buying gas, I can buy it in the bulk, bigger canisters. I'm also reducing my recycling as well. Really happy with this little gadget. What I will do is I'll put a link in the description. Once again, I'm not making any money off this, I'm just sharing a helpful bit of kit that I've found. I hope you've all found this video useful, and fingers crossed for me, I do get out for a hammock camp tonight. Thank you very much for joining me on this one, and I'll catch you very soon. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad.